Welcome to Open Mind Industries podcast, The Mind Unleashed. Sit back, relax, and unleash your mind. Hey guys, welcome to episode 44, I believe, of The Mind Unleashed. How are you? As we always do, let's give a few shout outs to our supporters. The first one is going to be Lyft, the ride sharing app. Use our code TMUP for, I believe, $20 off your first couple rides with Lyft. It adds up. I'm not sure if it's the actual price code. Haven't checked it recently, just been real busy with that. Also, please check out CAS. CAS stands for Cinematic Aerial Services. Check out Daniel Weisenberg's company. He does drone shooting, professional drone shooting for weddings, cinematography, all that good stuff. Right now, he's been working on a lot of residential shooting for people trying to get the house on the market. For real estate agents, use our code OMI and you'll get $179 for your property. He'll film that for you, make it look beautiful, do some editing for you. Looks phenomenal. Check out CAS. Links will be down below. Oh, check out Weeze Productions. Weeze Productions is a wedding photography company in DeLand, Florida. He does weddings, cinematography, stuff like that. Really, really good. He's really phenomenal. Use our code for 20% off. Use our code OMI. Check him out. Links will be down below. He is really, really, really good. Really well priced, budget friendly. Check him out. Also, check out Strawman Law. Strawman Law hooked us up with our trademark for Open Mind Industries to getting the 3D printing done. Hooking him up because he hooked us up really well. Amazing honest goodness attorney. If you're looking to get your trademark taken care of and branding done, check him out, strawmanlaw.com. Links will be down below. Also check out Angie Connors. Angie Connors is a real estate agent who hooked us up with our home, which we'll hopefully be getting into shortly in the coming months. It's been a long road, and I'll talk to that in maybe a later podcast, but it's a lot of talking about that. Anyway, guys, welcome to episode 44. If you see me looking over here, I am looking at my flat screen, which is recording on the MacBook Pro. All new recording. This will be recorded on the Logitech. I think it's the C922. I've been using it a lot. I pulled it out of my thing, and I'm like, I need to use some more new equipment. I wanted to see what the MacBook Pro could actually do, because as you guys know, I'm usually recording it on the GoPro here, and it looks good. It's just a lot of pulling the SD card out, putting it on to the MacBook, and then bringing it into Final Cut and editing and all that stuff like that. But it's been crazy. I really wanted to talk about this week about some game capturing shit I've been doing. It's been really weird. I went to Best Buy and grabbed a little bit of gear, and we're gonna get into some of that in just a second. What else I want to talk about? I don't know. My brain's not funny. If you guys hear any booming or banging, it's my neighbor upstairs. I'm recording out of the lovely Open Mind closet. Yeah, closet, as y'all already know. But yeah, I've literally tried to do some video recording with the PS4, and I wanted to start the Open Mind Media gaming, recording, stuff like that with friends like Dom and stuff like that, and just relaxing and playing some awesome games, getting some good capturing footage. I wanted to go into some of the equipment that I ended up getting, and then I ended up returning because it was like, hey, yeah, not really working on how I really wanted to, and the computers that I used aren't really up to the snuff. They do what I need for the company, for the 3D modeling, etc. However, they're not working for, the capturing and stuff like that, and bringing it over and then rendering it and getting it ready for you guys. Now, the PS4 does have its own capturing software, capturing card in it, which makes it really freaking simple for us to play games and then get them out to you guys, on YouTube, Twitch, what have you. The reason why, I wanted to go with a capture card is to kind of have more eligibility to edit. But the PS4 allows you to grab that capturing footage that you already have. But the one thing we always keep doing is we do a thing called SharePlay, which PS4 offers. Not knocking on the Xbox One by any fucking stretch of the imagination. Loved it. I still love it. I'm a Gears of War fucking aholic, as you see. The Gears of War Death Omen on my arm custom, with the smile, laughing at death pretty much. And it has my own fucking N5 inside the eyeballs for Mass Effect. The reason why I named it N5 is because I'll EQ5, my own number. 5 is equal, all that kind of good shit. It's my own call sign. It's N5. I love the Halo thing, and that's what N5 pretty much means. But the Death Omen everybody looks at that death and, oh, Gears of War fan. Yes, I'm actually a really huge fucking Gears of War fan. Um, loved it. The reason why I put the death element on my arm is because I lost some things in my life, family and stuff. It reminds me to keep going. Life is a gear. You need to keep moving forward. You need to keep growing as a person. Death is coming, but let that, let all those people that guided you, taught you things, let that keep presenting itself, and let that keep helping others and moving forward. You know, let that be your drive to go forward. But it's a death omen, but it means a lot more to me. It's not like when a gear, if you played Gears of War, it meant someone fucking died. A gear went down, the cog went down. Somebody in the army went down, and it means to live, go forward, expand your mind, expand your life, do all that good shit. But, so I went out, and I went around, and I said, okay, let's see what we got going on with the capture cards, because me and Dominique were talking about, hey, let's do some Detroit, let's do some games that we haven't played, let's have some fun. And the Patreon's getting built up right now, but I still need to talk around with Mike and a few other, and Delmarie and a few others to see if we want to start moving on with that or what we want to do. It's still kind of up in the air, but I still want to have some gaming fun at myself because it's good to 3D print, design, stuff like that I'm doing. At the same time, when that's all done and I'm learning more stuff and putting more stuff out there, it's good to take a little break and have some gaming time to relax my brain, meet some people, shoot the shit, play some games I haven't played, and also talk with you guys. It's been an honor to do this fucking podcast. I love doing the fucking podcast. It's amazing. A friend of ours wants to be on it so bad, so we're gonna probably have her on soon. Emmy is gonna probably be on. A few others are gonna probably be on because we wanted to nerd out and geek out. And this podcast was meant for me to geek out and talk about geek news, nerd news, stuff like that. It's fun. It's a fucking blast, and I recommend for those wanting to get into it. I mean, I'm gonna talk about a little bit on how to get into it. I just had an issue getting the MacBook to do what I wanted it to do, and now I just went on and I fucking had to look up tutorials, and nobody had the tutorial needed. Kind of found out it was a little button I had to push, and I was like, oh, there's the settings to change this and this and this and this. So I'm still learning as I'm going, and people need to be sharing their knowledge as it goes on. But yeah, let me get into the the gaming shit that I've been working on. So pretty much we wanted to go do this gaming thing, and I went to check out, like I said, the PS4 has the share button, which is the greatest thing ever because they designed their system to be playable, shareable. It has Netflix, it has all the streaming services for, NFL and stuff like that. Now, when you're on a game and you don't have the game that another person's playing, it allows you to do what they call share play, which is the best effing feature fucking alive. The problem is trying to capture that footage with your friend. It's like, oh, I can't capture the footage. How do I do that? Apparently there's a way. I've been looking around. There's a way to do it. I still gotta look into playing with it because the capture cards that I ended up trying, first one was AverMedia, which is, type that in, you'll find it. It pretty much, you have to use an HDMI cable, hook it into that, and then the problem is with that, it's a pass-through, and it works fucking great. 60 FPS when captured. You hook it to your computer. You can hook it up to OBS, for those who don't know what OBS is. Open source broadcasting. Most gamers and Twitch use that shit, so they can put their webcam into it, and then, have a video shot of themselves playing, so you can see a facial reaction or whatever their really, really tense reaction of what the game's doing. Which is good to have. It's good to have audio, though, because you can just see, the other stress of the person, but it's fun to just sit there and just play. Now, the problem with share play and then doing a game capture, you can't really do two things at once. Now, if I'm playing a game and a friend is in party, I can start streaming my side of it, but I don't see their stream of it, and they can record their side, and we can capture that together. Not very hard to do, especially with external hard drive, stuff like that. It just takes a lot to edit. That's why the AverMedia allowed you to also, record into the computer or off their software. But it was not Mac friendly. Now, the Mac does offer Boot Camp, which you can put Windows on and use a extra partition, which works great. I thought about doing it. I'm like, you know what? I can take the MacBook Pro to work and stuff like that. The problem is, I'm just like, I like using the MacBook Pro for one reason only, and it's for the podcast and media. It helps me save a lot of effing time. Just get all that shit done. I don't have to worry about pulling this and pulling that, and then Final Cut's a fucking lifesaver. And then recording this today using the QuickTime player is fucking amazing. Oop, just lost something. Hold on. You guys probably do see me, but I don't see me. 7, 4, 5, 2. There we go. Don't ask me why that just dropped out. I have no effing clue. Probably not gonna move my mouse around because the window or the Apple just decided to lock itself out. I gotta change that when it locks itself out. But it's really decent to use it for that. Now with the AverMedia, I could not. I have PCs obviously, but none of them run as quick as as quickly as I want to. Now with the AverMedia, it did come with an SD card slot, so you guys could stick a 64 gig micro SD card in there, which you can record without using the PC. Worked phenomenal. Worked fucking phenomenal. Now, the AverMedia that I ended up purchasing, I'm just going to move the mouse so that thing doesn't, flick out. I ended up purchasing was the 4K version, which is a 4K pass-through. So, if you have a 4K TV, it would handle you could see it on your TV, but it would not record in 4K. Okay, so what it would do is it would pass through to your TV in 4K, so your PS4 Pro, or your Xbox One, or your whatever you're fucking using, you could see it on your TV, but it would record onto the SD card as 60 FPS, 1080p, no jitters, no judders. It looked stunning. My biggest problem, and I went around to the website, checked every fucking video on YouTube, could not find it. Just a way to fix the rendering. Now the rendering, what I'm talking about is I needed to do the audio, and the audio, it has pass-throughs through. You can hook up to your paddle, and then you get a switch to this under the PlayStation settings. Now, if you're using Turtle Beaches, man, you lose all of that. Now, if you're using, because what it would do is allow you to stick the controller allows you to stick an earbud in, and same thing as Xbox, stick an earbud in, so you can hear just the chat audio. Or, have to do just the game audio too, so it runs all media, and you can't have any control over the chat, or this, or that. And I wear Turtle Beach PX4s, which aren't phenomenal, but man, they have deep bass, deep sound, just good for surround. And it's surround sound pickup, so it picks up all the surround sound noise, so I'm not disturbing family or whatever is in the house, and I don't have to scream as loud, I'm not using the D5.1 that I use for my Yamaha, for my surround sound. But what it would do, it was to chop that down and go, okay, well, blah. Now you have mono, not like a mono sound, but a really shitty, not deep, bassy 7.1 surround sound you're playing with. So if you're playing like a game like Horizon Zero Dawn, Detroit, stuff like that, you lose all of that game quality sound. And I could not figure out how to fix it. It's like, oh, well, you can use a splitter. Oh, you can use this. Oh, you can go to OBS and you can play with this shit. And I'm like, oh my god. So I spent like a night of just playing around with settings, doing captures through YouTube, stuff like that. The problem with all that being, it just wasn't doing it for me. That was the biggest fucking deal breaker there. Everybody's like, oh, use a Yeti, use this. It's like, I'm not going to go out and spend. Guys, I'm using a fucking Audio Technica, which is really good for podcasting, gaming in general, which I'm showing you guys. You don't need to buy a shit ton of equipment to do awesome quality sound. It all comes down to editing. Hello. I'm wearing a freaking clip-on mic to go into the MacBook right now because I don't want to use the background audio from the Logitech. That's another thing I'm getting. A friend of mine wants to get into all this recording stuff, and they're like, I need to buy the Yeti, I need to buy this and this. And it's like, no, you don't. Use what you got. Use what you got. And somebody big on YouTube, a big fucking creator, mentioned that, and she said, creatively, use what you have. Don't keep going out and buying the biggest, best equipment. Because A, it costs money, B, you getting best quality sound. It all comes down to editing, compressing, moving stuff around. And being a film editor and audio editor myself, and been working in film for a while, and then filmmaking was my first choice. Really, honestly, from high school, I took film for 4 years. Learned how to edit, learned how to shoot, learned how to write. Writing was my background. I took theater and filmmaking for 3 years, and then I went to do the trial over at the news center because I'm like, I want to get in the news, I want to get in the radio and kind of like do that. And I'm glad I had that opportunity to play in those places, and I was pretty much learning how to shoot the news, how the news actually gets function, going out in the media truck, how that actually works. Why didn't film work out? Well, film school was fucking expensive. My parents were broke as shit, and my grades were good, but even with good grades, they only give you so many grants, and then you gotta pay all that off. And then sitting down with actual people from, stuff like that work in the field, or like telling me like, this, do you love, do you, do you love, this genre? Yeah, I do. I really love it. Well, here's the thing, man. You might not get fucking paid. You might not get paid at all. They need interns. They don't need it. My girlfriend's dealing with that right now. She's a technician, audio technician, stuff like that, for show technician. She's worked on stage, theater, stuff like that. She said the one thing that she wished she knew is she knew that I knew what stuff I knew. Because I was taught that by actual people that work in Broadway. Broadway fucking told me that. Do you love what you do? Yeah. No, do you really love what you do? Yeah. Well, you're not going to get paid for any of this. So you're probably going to be struggling eating fucking dollar pizza for the rest of your life. Because people who do this for a living live out of their cars. They do, blah, 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 blah. They're not equity. They're not this, that, and anything. So I learned that at a very, very young age. I wanted to go to ITT Tech, all that kind of shit. But this thing, with all this equipment that I was trying, it really wasn't, working well. So the next thing that I tried out, and I was rambling about my life, but that's what you guys kind of want to hear. It'd be using the Aver and testing it out and going on all the forums. Aver is really good. They make capture cards, stuff like that. The problem with Aver Media is, it didn't really have a good thing on YouTube. People were kind of like talking about it, and this is what it does, this is what it does. It's meant to be connected to your computer and stuff like that, so you're using it as a second screen, but you're not getting you're not getting a lot of things that you should. And my biggest complaint with the Aver Media was not being able to, losing my fucking mic sound, losing my mic audio. If I can't hear the game well, that's not good on my end. Yeah, we're recording the share play, yeah, we're recording this and that, but I'm not getting that bassy sound that I'm looking for, that game sound that I'm looking for. When all these game people, when you got games like Last of Us and shit, they spend hours and hours of doing game audio editing and getting the compression just right for the player to hear, and just that deep sound. What the fuck? Why am I losing it? Why am I losing all that great sound? I shouldn't be losing all that great sound. And the funny thing is, it's like, let's use the PS3 settings. Well, okay, we have to go use setting it has, and then flip it down to this and this and this. And I'm like, I don't want to hear all the audio through my my headphones. I want to have the chat on a separate channel so I can control that. I want to have my audio on the headphones so I can control that. That's why I went out and bought Turtle Beaches, because they're so fucking good. I'm not blaming Astros or anything. I just can't afford them, and the Turtle Beach is where I went. And it was, the headphones that I got at the time were about, I want to say about $200. And I caught Best Buy on a Black Friday sale, and we were going there for, I believe, yeah, Black Friday sale. Going there for Christmas to buy something, and with my stepdad, because we're huge kind of geeks and nerds, we went out for the day to have lunch and stuff like that. So we're walking around because he had to pick up a certain camera for my mom, stuff like that. So as I was there, I was like, hey, let me grab something. I saw the Turtle Beach PX4 because I really wanted to get a new. Because I didn't use the gold ones, but I used the flip down ones, which my buddy Corey has. I gave them to him because for to use. And I just ended up getting my PS4 for the first time, thanks to my brother Matt, using his Best Buy card. Able to get Destiny and stuff like that. And I ended up getting a pair of headphones because Mike Pernesco was like, hey, try these, and these might actually work really. Loved how they sounded. They picked up ambient sound, so the sound actually around you could actually hear the game audio. The problem, again, the bassiness of playing Infamous and stuff like that. You really lost deep quality sound with the game developers were doing. So I was like, I got some PX12s, Turtle Beach 12s, hooked them up through a splitter and stuff like that. It's like another mic and audio. They worked great. I was like, I hated all the cables though. That was my biggest problem. I hate using a lot of cables. The only cable that you use for the PX4s are, it clips up underneath the PS4 pedal, and then it grabs either the full game audio or, like the Aver wanted to do, because you have to take that, plug that into the Aver, take the mic audio, plug that in, and then it would mix it for you. And the problem with the Aver, it didn't have a game mixer. It just had the chat mixer, so you could hear your chat, from the boom mic. And I'm like, that's a fucking flaw. Now I might be wrong, but I wasn't able to find anything to adjust the game audio through the mixer. I was not able to find fucking a damn thing. Went through the manual, checked the manual, couldn't find anything like that. Was very, very disappointed that, I spent the $212 because I'm like, okay, this is going to be the probably best thing. The thing I liked about the Aver, like I said, was the SD card no computer function. You could hit the button. If you're going to use the Aver and shit like that, and you're going to use another one that I ended up getting was the Elgato S60. Everybody's like, oh, get the Elgato, get the Elgato. I want to get the Elgato HD60, not the 60S, because I don't have a 3.0. I do have a couple 3.0 ports on the desktop that I'm using, but however, that's more, I just don't have the processor speed. You need a quad. Okay, let me break this shit down so you guys you're not getting bullshitted, because it really pissed me the fuck off. The Aver was able to do it with a 2.0 port, no fucking problems. It ran great. The Elgato, and it does say it on the box, you could use it on Mac or PC. Great. Most people are gathered, going towards PC because PCs are easier to build. Mac can only do so much. It's not really meant for gaming. It really isn't. And that's not trying to hate on it or anything like that, but it's not. What I'm using the MacBook for myself, as you guys can probably hear humbling in the background, now that I have an SSD in it, I got a 512 SSD in it, which is running phenomenally well, smoother, and 16 gigs RAM. And it's a 2011, computer. It's fucking running great. You can run the boot camp on it, and you're probably going to get blah, blah, blah. But it doesn't have the 3.0 port like the new MacBook Pros do, but they're all it's a whole fucking thing. But the Elgato needs a quad core, not a 2-core, quad core, respectively. It needs a 3.0 port, usually an i5 or an i7, which i7s are pretty freaking expensive from Intel. The Aver uses a 2.0 port, but more respectively uses PC capturing software. Which I was like, you know what, before I take this back, let me see if I want to do boot camp and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, let me not sit down and fucking get all that. I'm just, like I said, I still can't fix that audio problem. I was not about that. So, people who use the Aver for just that reason or recording, I'm glad it works for them. I can't lose that quality of sound through my Turtle Beaches. I just want to have simplistic all-in-one. But I think I'm going to go back to the Sony and just hit the share button and see what happens. There are ways somebody's like, yeah, you can just tap the button again, and then it will record without you even knowing it's doing it. Which I'll try. I'll try a few more things. There is I can use OBS to capture the remote play. We'll see how that works. There's a few things I can try, without spinning an arm and a leg. So, the Elgato S60, I believe, is going for $180. I checked Amazon for the HD60 itself. Right now, you can only get them used, and people are charging fucking asking upwards from $250 to $300 for a used Elgato 60, which is like, what the fuck? Like, why so high? I checked around through Best Buy. Best Buy does not carry the Elgato 60. A few other places that don't carry it anymore. You can't get a fresh one. You literally have to go. I'm pretty sure I could probably get Elgato itself and fucking probably grab one. I don't know. I'll look. I'm not really in at this time frame. I'm trying to save budget and not trying to blow a fucking huge wad on all this equipment and stuff like that. Like I said, I have friends that are trying to get into podcasting and recording, and I need to get a Yeti. Yetis are fucking great. They are really, really good. The problem is how often you're going to use the Yeti, stuff like that. Audio-Technica I use pretty much every day, and it's got fucking the USB hookup. It's got the XLR hookup for the fucking Zoom. So I can do so much shit with this one. It's unreal. I don't have to worry about flipping cables or switching stuff. So I've got audio recording into the HDR and stuff like that. H4n Pro, stuff like that. But using the Elgato, like I said, make sure your computer can handle the shit. Because I ran the software to see if I could run it. It was like, your MacBook Pro only has a 2-core. I'm like, I know this, but maybe we can get around that. No, we can't. Now, the Elgato, the good thing about the Elgato is you can do real-time screen watch. So if you're literally Twitch or whatever, and you're running a high-ass computer, it's running at 3.0. You're barely little to no latency. I watched a couple reviews about it before I ended up grabbing it, but I was like, oh shit. Best Buy was like, nope. Once you make your order, we can't change it. We're already working on it. It's like shit. It's not like Amazon where it takes them a couple seconds to actually get it into the software and stuff like that. So Best Buy, not a bad service what I'm using, but be wary if you're ordering from them. So make sure you have a quad core 3.0 port and maybe an i5 or i7 and 16 gigs respectively or higher. This is my recommendation. And maybe an SSD or a SATA, But everybody was running it said it was running great if you're not trying to stream. Most people that I've watched from the Elgato recommend OBS because OBS runs a bit smoother. It's not using a lot of CPU power. Now, the Elgato uses a shit ton of CPU, a shit ton. This is why I went with the Aver first because I'm like, I don't think my computer can handle that. Now, the Aver, if you want to try it, try it. I've seen other videos for the older versions. Seem to be running great. People just do that, record it, take out the SD card and slam it into the computer and then edit from there, do their voiceover capture. Now, the cool thing is, with the Aver, you were able to do the voice capture and stuff like that. Like I said, I was just losing the sound quality. I wasn't able to get, because you got to flip the PS4 mode off over to all audio, you're not getting that beautiful sound that, from the headphones. You're just getting all that crap uncompressed all at once. You're not able to control, your chat volume or your game volume. It's all blah. It's all there, uncompressed. Good luck. You can get a mixer, but what the fuck am I spending more money for a mixer to put all that stuff through? This is what this piece of equipment is supposed to do for me. With the Elgato, you're able to run it through their software and then there's so many ways of hooking it up and then running, the Elgato, you're going to use your laptop, and you're going to use, one guy was using a Yeti, and then for his chat audio, he was using a clip-on mic, what I'm wearing right now, with lapel mic, and it worked good. It worked good for his audio. I mean, the chat audio was kind of weird, but he was able to get it done, and I watched it, I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like, he was able to do that. But honestly, really, the one guy I was watching, he made a really good video about how to record on his Surface Pro, which has got an i7 and a quad core. So remember, either an i7 or a quad core, you need that for the Elgato HD60S. For the Elgato 60, like I said, I would probably get it because it's got a 2.0 port, and I don't really care about watching the screen because I'm pretty much going to be watching the actual projector, what I'm watching. But it's the price of these things. So, there was my week, just trying to figure out what the fuck I was going to use, how I was going to use it. And just, use the equipment you have. I mean, that's the thing. It's, if you're going to get into this game capturing shit, Sony, still got to play with a few more features on the Sony, PS4 to see what I think. I do still love the Xbox, miss the Xbox dearly, but, not many of my friends are playing it as much, and most friends are switching over to PS4. And like I said, I like that capture feature that we have and the share play feature because there's games I don't have that I'm like, I'd like to give that a try. And me and Delmarie were talking about using, playing a couple of horror games that she was not able to play because she's like, I just can't, but I want to watch a friend play them. And so that was kind of our idea of like, hey, let's actually get on and put some stuff on Patreon and have a fun channel for gamers, stuff like that. So that's been kind of the rundown of what I've been doing with, playing with the Elgato and stuff. It was a shame because I just got the Elgato, like, not even 24 hours. I had to bring it back to Best Buy, and I was like, what's wrong with it? I'm like, oh, nothing's wrong with it. My computers can't run it. The CPUs aren't strong enough. And I am looking into getting new computers for the business and stuff like that. It just costs money. It costs a shit ton of money to get a computer that's going to run all the stuff you want it to do. And again, you use the equipment you got. If it's running great, it's running. The MacBook Pro I bought used from Amazon and from a seller, and it's got some dings and dents, man, but it runs smooth, well. The SSD is probably the highest I'm going to go. I don't need another terabyte in this bad boy. It's got a 512. Runs phenomenally well. The first thing I did, though, upgraded it to the 16 gigs of RAM. Man, it flies. And then the SSD makes it run even smoother. Ooh, I'm almost at 3 gigabytes. This is pretty cool. I'm liking this new feature with the QuickTime Planner. That's how I recorded the last podcast with Del Marie. I was able to do it. I'm still learning a lot of the new software. I learn so much shit daily. I'm helping friends with so much stuff, and you know, it's crazy. It's insane how much stuff you have to learn. But again, man, like, never hurts to get this bad boy here. And I got a cheap ass, mic stand to hold the Audio Technica. So, I also recommend, if you're gonna get the Audio Technica, definitely get one of these stands here for podcasting, or if you're doing just game audio. That way you're not gonna sit here and blah blah blah. Because the one that they give you, it's a really cheesy rubber stand. It works good, man, but I could not stand it. This is actually connected to my little desk here inside the closet office. Closet office, guys. Wink, wink. But it works really well. I don't have to hold the mic or anything like that, so it works really, really good. And I'm using a lapel mic for the MacBook Pro. Yeah, that's been pretty much my week, trying to find the best equipment. I'll see where it goes down the road. Yeah, am I gonna buy, a fucking audio, not audio, the Elgato 60? Maybe, when the price goes down. I don't think anybody on Black Friday is gonna drop it down. Amazon, I love it. I love how it sells, how people sell their shit, but it's just like so high. It's just like, I don't think I can, afford that right now. But I was hoping, the Elgato would work fine. The Aver, I had high fucking hopes, because I went around YouTube and everybody was like, hey, yeah, it's really, there were just so many videos about it. Not really well done. I can't say really well done on how to get shit set up for it. But a few people were knocking it, and they're like, well, it's not like the Elgato. And the Elgato is like it's like the MacBook Pro. Okay, I'm sorry. It's the best way to compare it. It's like the Ferrari. The Elgato just works well and works how it should work. Now, if your PC is not strong enough for it, tough shit. It could, because the Elgato it's a capture card. It's not meant to do all the processing. I mean, I guess with the HD60, why everybody's not getting rid of the HD60, it's got a compression for H.6.4. I probably said that all wrong. H.64 compression. So it's like with the MacBook can handle, so stuff like that. The Aver, like I said, the only thing I hated about the Aver, it was just PC friendly only. It wasn't really MacBook friendly. And there was a way to adjust for Mac, to adjust some settings when you're doing SD card recording, but you couldn't adjust it on the fly. You had to hook it into a computer and then fix it from there, from the sliders. And it's like, okay, how's this sound? Well, this sounds okay. How's this? No, it sounds like shit. So you're consistently adjusting the equalizer to make it sound good on the SD card. Like I said, I could not get, for the life of me, and I checked all the tutorials. Nothing was going to fix the problem, because this is the way the Aver Media needed to record. I was like, fuck that, it's not really going to sound good. Like I said, I had to put all audio, select all audio, and then this and this and this. And it wasn't working out. I was really bummed with the pricing that it was, and there was no extra button on there to be like, hey, now you can adjust the game audio. So now it works on, because literally you have to keep the recorder next to you. It's a little, graphics capture. And it's running it. Plus, you need to, if you're going to turn the PS4 on, it needs to have that turned on consistently. So it's a pass-through, but it needed to be on or plugged into a power supply consistently, so it can never really be turned off unless you needed. Which some people were complaining on some of the Reddit boards and Amazon and stuff like that. Like, oh yeah, it's a really cool capture device. However, buy some HDMI extenders, because you're going to need them. Buy this, because you're probably going to need that. So I did. I already went on Amazon. I bought 2 HDMI cables for like $15, and they actually worked really well. They're probably going to get hooked up to my laptop and the desktop here in the office, the closet office. So yeah, be wary of that. Even with even with the Elgato, think about that also, because you're going to need 2 HDMI cables. Make sure they're high speed. You don't need monster cables or anything like that, but it doesn't really make a fucking difference. But yeah, you only need 2 of those, so you're going to have to keep the laptop somewhere, and it's PC, connected PC, very heavy. So if you're going to do the Elgato recording, make sure to have a good computer set up, because a designated computer. Our friend, I can't remember that God damn it, Tweeds. Mike helped them build a capturing computer, so he's got a whole capturing computer with 3.0 ports, shit like that. So Tweeds has got his all his shit set up. I'm not set up for all that. I'm not really. I just want to make something a little bit simpler, and the Aver seemed like it was the logical choice. Sadly, it wasn't the logical choice. So I'm just kind of sad. Like I said, it didn't have another power button. So Aver, if you're gonna make another capture device, make sure you're able to adjust your sound quality and your game quality. So your game and your chat audio can be adjusted on the fly. If you're gonna make a mixer like that, man, I don't want to put up any more fucking cables than I had to. I had enough cables surrounding me. I had over. Okay, so you would have the HDMI and the HDMI out going to the PS4. If you had the way my setup is, I don't actually have an actual TV. I have a projector, 1080p Epson projector, which is phenomenal. 2300 lumen, and I have it running through my receiver. And so what you would do is you have to go to your PS4. You'd have to turn the HD. The HD compressor off, so it would be able to play it would allow it through the protector, and that took a couple seconds. The problem is, like I said, if you're watching Netflix or whatever, it's hard to just keep that damn thing on or whatever. So you can actually record Netflix or whatever, but I don't recommend doing that. I just wanted it for game stuff. But yeah, I'm just kind of upset by all that. But it was a lot of money, By the time I was done, it was about 300 and change. Lady at Best Buy was kind of laughing. She's like, she's kind of cool, kind of a geek gamer herself, and she's like, "Oh, didn't work out for you?" I was like, "No, it's just you think about spending all this money and stuff like that, it just wasn't working out on how it should have worked out." And she's like, "Oh, you didn't like the Elgato?" I was like, "No, I like the Elgato. My computer just can't handle it. I don't have that much processing power, and gaming computers are fucking expensive. So we all know that." Let me see where I'm at on time because I've been blabbering on. Holy shit, 37 minutes. Yeah, I've been blabbering on for you guys. Yeah, that's been pretty much the gaming thing. I've been trying all this new equipment, and I'm gonna keep knocking on that because, like I said, I have two friends that are really fucking want to get into this stuff, and they keep wanting to buy all this equipment and stuff like that. And I'm using this bad boy here. I mean, this Zoom, man, is recording the audio right now. As you guys can see, the levels actually moving, and this is hooked up to the. I got a power supply going to it, which is cheapo Debo. I bought that for $9. Hooks right in. It's got batteries in the back, and this is what a lot of freaking sport recorders use. And it's got two freaking X mics on it, man. Amazing quality. This is what musicians use. It's got over four tracks. I still haven't figured out all the fucking settings. I'm still playing with it. I mean, I started out with. Let me see if I got my little one here. There she is. There you go. Little baby that she is. This is my very first. For those who can't see it, it's a little China recorder. I bought this for $44 off Amazon. So I would literally sit here, plug the mic in, the lapel mic in, and this is the second. I've used this for my first, dual podcast. I keep it because I put on both of them. I don't need both of them though because I have multiple audios going. It worked out really well. It's got an internal battery. It can record over, I think, 16 hours of audio. It can record. It's really easy on the go. I mean, I had a few people email me through Amazon through it. And it was like, "Hey, how's it work out well? Does it record?" It records well. Use it phenomenally well. That was thunder. Holy shit. But yeah, I keep this in my stash. But if you're definitely gonna get into it, podcasting or equipment, check out the HDR or the H4n Pro from Zoom. Really good. They have some cheaper versions. You don't need to really go with this one. The reason why I got this one because I wanted to use an XLR microphone, and I really wanted to get into better quality sounding stuff. Plus, I can hook it into the MacBook Pro. I have a cable that hooks right in, and I can record stuff from there without having to worry about mixing it and stuff like that. So I went to a few friends that went through podcasting. So if you're a heavy podcast, like legit fucking podcasting, I mean, they get thousands of listeners an hour a day. And I went to a studio with them to record, and I think our studio time was, I think, $200-300. No, it was about $100. I think they spent for, I think, an hour. We actually had our technician there. We had fucking headphones and huge microphones. I mean, you think that shit was. And the only thing they did, I had to grab from the guy was the SD card, which was the coolest thing ever. He was like, everything's been mixed. He was mixing all of our audio, picking up all our levels, stuff like that. So, yeah, this one works really well. This one doesn't do what the H4n does, being able to adjust mic levels and stuff like that. But it's just a click and record, and that's pretty much it. But this is where it all started, and the podcast. You know, I think I swapped this one out like I don't know what, a few months ago. Crap, lost you guys again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Keep doing that. Yeah, so I gotta adjust that. And note to self, watch out for this thing. But I'm looking at how many gigabytes it's actually taken up right now. But not bad. Yeah, so like breaking things. Note to self, guys. Just find equipment. Don't fucking go out there and buy Yetis and all this shit. Not telling you not to. If you got the money, go fucking right ahead and buy Yeti. If you got the money, go ahead and buy a fucking DSLR. I'm not telling you what to buy. I'm telling you to use what you got. And if you're trying to get into podcasting, gaming, have fun with it, man. Love it. It's not that hard. The one thing I would probably recommend to all my friends that want to get into this and just have fun with it, if you don't want to spend a lot of shit ton of money on a server that holds all your podcasting stuff, but if you want to try to get out there and get syndicated and all your stuff put together, check out Libsyn, Libsyn.com. It's one of the biggest podcasting companies out there, and they're not overly expensive. That's why I went with them. I did check out Squarespace because they run a website. They do offer a podcasting solution. It's pretty fucking good. I used to use I still put our stuff on our website so you guys can automatically go through there because I want it there anyway. I'll go through and I'll put it through my Squarespace. But I automatically put it just to Libsyn because Libsyn has the biggest syndication ever. I mean, once I put this thing out, it goes to everywhere. I don't have to worry about fucking throwing it, being worried where it's not going. I don't have to worry about going, hey, okay, now it's on Squarespace and I had to put it on iTunes and this one and this one. Squarespace would do that for me. I would put the RSS feed through there. It was a pain in the ass. It was nuts because I wanted to get onto bigger hubs. That way I could listen to the Alexa and say, hey Alexa, play blah blah blah. Getting on TuneIn took a little bit of time. Getting on iTunes took a bit of time because for those who want to get into it, man, you don't need shit. I did all of that with that little ass recorder, and just there's a program I use which is a free fucking program. Anybody can use it, which is Audacity. Click on that, do that. And a lot of my podcasting friends use Audacity. They're like, hey, I use Audacity to do my editing. I use Final Cut Pro to do my editing. I started adding video to my shit because I was like, people want to watch video, so it's, for me, I like looking at a camera anyway because it gives me something to look at and go, I'm pretty. But yeah, man, I bought the Audio Technica once I got the Zoom, and the Audio Technica was about $70, and it records really fucking well. I added another windscreen to it just for shits and giggles, but I went online. I was like, hey, what's everybody using? And my one friends, they use a lot. They use a Zoom. They use a Tuscan recorder also. They got like 5 or 6 recorders because they're musicians. And they're like, yeah, man, you just use what you got. They have a lot of XLRs like in their bags and shit. They just pop them out, plug them in, use splitters. And the thing they like about the Tuscan and the Zoom, Zoom's going to be the highest fucking one you can buy, to be honest with you. But if you guys hear that thunder, it was awesome. You can use splitters and you can record up to like 4 to 5 tracks. You can have 4 to 5 people or they can use instruments going into the fucking thing and just edit it as it goes fit. So you can literally record a live band through this thing. It's amazing. But yeah, use what you got, man. Have fun with it. I mean, I'm using the camera here today to play with this, and I'm going to be using this probably more often than the GoPro because now it's all on the MacBook Pro, and I don't have to worry about pulling an SD card out and filing, shit like that. But I'll probably record when I'm on the go on the GoPro because it records really well. Anyway, I've been blabbing about nerdy, geeky stuff. It's probably not a great episode, but whatever. It is what it is. Hope to have on soon, Mom, and then Del Marie, and then Emmy. I know she really wants to be on. Trying to get Maurice back on. We've been really busy with getting his schedule linked up. Who else? I don't know. I'm going to go see my pants. Also going to have my buddy on, Ben. We've been trying to get a set up a date with him. He's just very busy with his work schedule and stuff like that. I want to talk about some of his TED Talk. If you guys haven't seen his TED Talk, hop on YouTube, type in TED Talk. Shit, I think I had it on our Facebook page. Yeah, it's probably on our Facebook page, but it's Ben Patton, really amazing. He talks about management and how he working hard, and it was really fucking good. It was just about, you know, you work hard, you stay consistent, and you learn. And I told company should learn stuff like that. Really, really good. I want to talk to him about how he got set up for his TED talk and how it was to, you know, be in front of all those people and just talking. Anyway, hope you guys have a great week. Hope to talk to you soon. This will be the first episode of this month. Any questions, anything like that, hop on our website, openmindindustries.com. Check out our Instagram page. Heck, give us a like, give us a subscribe. I'd appreciate that. Anyway, guys, love you all. Thank you so much for letting me do these and just, you know, getting our analytics up. And hope you guys do well. Good luck to all of you, and keep an open mind. Have a great week.